Got an update on Dragon Age: The Veilguard. BioWare is no longer including spider enemies in the game. They were a staple of the franchise going back to the very first game, Dragon Age Origins. There was even concept art, concept designs for a spider creature for Dragon Age: The Veilguard that they shared in a promotional video back in 2020. And that appears to have been completely and utterly scrapped. Before we get to this, I'd like to ask you, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos here at the Trent Report. Roll this up over at thatparkplace.com. Instead of creepy spider enemies, we're getting goofy looking Skeletor creatures like this. I mean, this character is not terrifying at all. It's really goofy looking. His face is not creepy. It's just goofy. He's extremely goofy. But that's what we're getting in Dragon Age. Instead of creepy spider creatures that they had actually shown footage of. Like, this is a screenshot from developer footage that they showed back in 2020 for the game when it was going by Dragon Age 4. I don't even think they were calling it Dreadwolf at that point. But it has been confirmed that it will not feature spiders by a community manager. This came after Dragon Age: The Veilguard's accessibility options. A blog post for Dragon Age: Veilguard's accessibility options was shared to the official Dragon Age subreddit, and one user shared his desire for an arachnophobia filter, assuming that there would be spiders, because there have been spiders in literally all of the Dragon Age games. And this person wrote, "No mention of arachnophobia filter. No, I'm not an arachnophobe. I just wish there was one like in World of Warcraft that changed every spiders in game to crabs. I want to fight giant crab enemies." So basically, just wants to turn it into a joke. I'm sure there'll be a mod that'll come out, given the fact that this is being released to Steam and PC, etc. So I'm sure there will be arachnophobia mods and stuff like that that will be offered post release. Another person added this: "I'm an arachnophobe, but I found that playing games with spiders over the years has helped desensitize my initial fear of them somewhat. I still really hate when they drop from the ceiling onto my face. If I can see the spider enemy a few feet away, then it's easier for me to prepare myself to fight them. Hopefully the spiders here will be more stylized and not look like Dragon Age Inquisition's version. I hated the monstrous variant." And then another person added, "Same, I'm more or less fine now if they have big bodies, but anything with legs too long, and I'm afraid I'll involuntarily throw my controller at the screen. Stupid lizard brain." So in response to all this, we had the associate community manager for BioWare and presumably Dragon Age: The Veilguard, given the fact that she is the one who penned the accessibility blog post and is responding to this in the actual subreddit. And she says, "No arachnophobia mode because there's no spiders." So they have literally removed spiders from the game. They are no longer in it. They removed them from the franchise, it looks like. And as I said, they were a consistent enemy going back to Dragon Age Inquisition. I found this video here of one encounter of this streamer playing Dragon Age Origins, and she encounters a spider. Let's take a look at this right here. Let's speed up a little bit. So she kills that monster. She's about to move on to the next one. She's going through this temple. Oh, there it is. You can see she like freaks out there. I guess let me actually turn the sound on and see her reaction here. It's kind of funny. Here we go.
First boss turned out, so this is gonna be fun. Oh,
so she got scared by the spider dropping from the ceiling there. And as you can see, they did have spider enemies in Origins. They've obviously were in Dragon Age Inquisition. They were in Dragon Age 2 as well. They are kind of a tried and true character for the Dragon Age franchise for you to kind of beat up on. It's unclear why they did choose to remove the spiders. Violet did not provide an explanation as to why. That's the community manager. And as I said, they did reveal concept art of a giant spider with hands that had been created for the game. It was in this trailer here that they used back in 2020, a bit behind the scenes trailer that they shared with IGN. Let's take a look at this right here. Let me just jump ahead real quick. I think it's like around this point right here, maybe like, let's see. Yeah, I think. No, I gotta jump. I gotta jump a little bit further ahead, I think. It's towards the end, maybe. I don't know. I think it's right here. There it is. So let me just back it up real quick. You can see they got this creepy spider though with hands here. So let's take a look at this. There it is right there. We don't get to see it for very long. I don't even know if that's half a second, but they clearly had spiders for Dragon Age 4 that they were working on. This is clearly some kind of Dragon Age monster right here. You can see that it has hands. It's got the spider legs and everything, and it's approaching some kind of a barrel there. So they did have them, and for whatever reason, they are now no longer in the game. We do know that they have removed certain things from the game, or that they have prevented players from accessing them, such as blood magic. And they explain the reason why they didn't want that was because they don't want players making those choices that they deem to be inappropriate. Lead writer Patrick Weeks confirmed that back on Blue Sky in July. He says blood magic is unlikely because we've shifted it from a power boost to really being the key to a lot of nasty stuff we aren't interested in having heroes do. The other stuff just needs the right game. But they're totally fine with you getting top surgery, engaging in all kinds of disordered sexual behavior, having the characters engage in disordered sexual behavior. They're all fine with all of that stuff, but you can't use blood magic in the game because they are literally trying to impose their immorality upon you, the player. They're trying to tell you what they view is good, which it's not. It's wrong. They have an inverted sense of morality, but that's what they're doing. And I would not be surprised if they removed spiders from the game due to one of the top developers' fear of spiders or something ridiculous like that. And despite it being a common enemy that you encountered throughout the Dragon Age franchise and all of the games previously, it doesn't really make sense, especially given the fact that they clearly had a villain here or an enemy that they had kind of mocked up and done, it looks like, significant work on. From concept work, they're clearly doing modeling work here. They're doing animation work. So they put a lot of resources into this character that they no longer are actually using, which begs the question, how much money have they spent on this game and how much do they need to sell in order to make their money back? Remember, conservative estimates for Star Wars Outlaws were 5 million and it only sold 1 million within a month. So huge loss for Ubisoft. I'm wondering if we're going to see something similar here with Dragon Age, the Veilguard as well. Because we've seen, based on everything we're hearing, retail reports, we look at the Steam charts, this game does not look like it has a really engaged or anticipated audience. But let me know what you guys make of them kind of removing spiders as enemies from the game. And instead, we're getting goofy creatures like this. And if you watch that dragon, they had this like dragon fight. They don't even look like dragons anymore. It's just absolutely, I don't even know what they were. They're just ugly. The whole aesthetic of this game is just ugly now. There's nothing Dragon Age about it. It doesn't even look like Dragon Age to me. It's kind of lost all of that grim, dark styling that it had. But let me know what you guys make of this. Let me know in the comments below. Remember to always be charitable, especially to each other, but to always speak the truth.